Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Hello, everybody. Come on in. I am Patrick. I will be your friendly neighborhood shaman for the evening. I am way behind schedule, so I am just getting set up again. But come on in. Let me know you're there. Come say hi. Say hi in the comments. Let me know you're there. Give me some likes or some loves. I always love me some love. I am just getting things ready. I just lighting our fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on in. I'm just gonna keep talking, give people a chance to realize we are on and getting ready as we go. So there we have the fire. I just got the fire lit. Got a cozy little hearth fire going. I gotta put my, this is Sasha, my crocheted snake that I put in front of my door. And I keep finding feathers, so she's slowly turning into Quetzalcoatl. All right, what else do I need to do? I apologize for not being better prepared or more ready. But come on in, join the circle. Let me know you're there, say hi. Hey, my friend Thalia. Okay. All right, just getting organized. Don't mind me, I just work here. Where did my... All right. Whew. All righty. Thank you for joining me. I am Patrick, and we are here to do a sacred pipe ceremony. It's new moon? That's why I was up until like 4 in the morning. I was wondering, new moons and full moons, they have a tendency to, it kind of mucks about with my sleeping patterns. So, hello everybody, come on in. Let me know, say hi, let me know you're there. And I've learned I can't trust on Facebook Live, I can't trust the little numbers in the corners. So I love knowing who's in circle with me. Oh yeah, it's Ash Wednesday. I should have known that, being a recovering Catholic. All right. People everywhere just want to be free. All right. So come on. Thank you for coming and joining me. I am getting set up, which is okay because that gives me a chance to just kind of ramble and gives people a chance to come in to realize that we're live. Hey Bill and Jeff, thank you for joining me. You guys are so awesome. Hey love, Valerie's here. All right. I had. Did someone take my... Oh! I knew I had some sweetgrass. Oh, yeah. All right, so come on. She keeps saying that because I don't know what else to be saying. Chatter, chatter, rhubarb, rhubarb. All right, I think I am ready and set. Oofda. All right, so hello everybody. It only took me, what, 5 or 10 minutes to get set up. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your energy and what you add to this circle. Like I said, my name is Patrick. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman. And we are going to do the sacred pipe ceremony. If you're new here or if you've never been to a pipe ceremony, oh yeah, I was going to say, this was the closest to blue and yellow I could find to support Ukraine. So, yeah. If you're new here or if you have not been to a pipe ceremony before, I will explain what we're doing. But first, we are going to, it's important whenever we do ceremony to set sacred space, to create an energetic container where we call in the spirits to hold that space for us, to put us in this bubble or egg of light and love. So I'm going to do that right now. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Thank you. Welcome into this heart space, a circle of love, of light, of connection. I have been here doing this for it may be 2 years now. I believe I started in March of 2020 during the pandemic, and with the pandemic going on and with the last administration here in the States happening, it just felt like my duty was to support our community. And so I started doing these as a shaman, as a pipe carrier. I started daily doing pipe ceremony in order to hold the light for the community, to hold the light for the world, to help maintain that high frequency. Well, we're in such a time of transition and transmutation and confusion and things shifting and changing and the old structures falling apart as the new structures are coming into place. So I started doing the pipe ceremony every single day on my own. And as I was doing it, at one point, I'm like, I need to be sharing this, you know. Ironically, if it weren't for the COVID pandemic, I would be offering more pipe circles in person. And actually, that's in the works here in my office and at Four Sisters Holistic Remedies in downtown Renton. The store is expanding, and there's the promise of a new classroom space. And so once that comes into place, if you're local, I am going to be offering in-person pipe ceremonies there, as well as classes and other ceremonies. When the weather gets a little bit nicer, I'm probably going to be doing this in the park. And so we can actually gather in person. And, you know, if you are local to the Seattle area, I actually lead a pipe circle every Sunday morning from 11 to 12 at Bellevue at Stargazers Metaphysical Gallery. So if you're local, check that out. If you want to come to a pipe ceremony in person, come join us. It's a beautiful circle. I am privileged and honored to have been handed it by the woman who started it and had been leading it for years and years and years. Tess, who was the original owner who started Stargazers back in the 80s. So anyway, so if you're new here, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. And for those who have been watching me for a couple of years, thank you for your patience and perseverance as I do this every single week. So this is the pipe this is the sacred pipe. Hollywood calls it the peace pipe, which isn't far from the truth, but this is the center of Lakota ceremony and spirituality. 19 generations ago, the pipe was brought to the Lakota people by White Buffalo Calf Woman, who is a spirit being, a spirit woman who just appeared on the plains and brought the pipe and gave the Lakota people 7 different ceremonies, all of which the pipe is at the center of them. So this is the most holy object in Lakota ceremony. This is the most sacred object that I own. I don't really own it. I'm just carrying it, which is why I'm a pipe carrier, not a pipe owner. The pipe has its own spirit, and when we store it separately, the stem and the bowl, because the stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put it together, it is so powerful. If you've ever had the honor of holding a pipe or being at a pipe ceremony, you understand how actually powerful it is. When we put it together, it's like all of creation, light and dark, masculine, feminine, and it's like, you know, in quantum physics terms, it is the entire holographic universe in your hands. And what happens once I put the pipe together, that's kind of what, I don't want to say awaken, but it, I guess kind of alerts my, just like the drumming I just did to create the sacred space, to alert the spirits that, asking them to come and hold sacred space for us by putting the pipe together. It's kind of alerting the spirit of my pipe that we're ready for ceremony. We are in safe and sacred space. And so that's why we don't put it together outside of ceremony. If you've ever seen a sacred pipe in a museum or something, it should really be presented, displayed separately, because this is a sacred object, it is a sacred being. And when we put it together, we do so only in ceremony. And so to do so otherwise lessens the power of the pipe, it lessens the spirit of the pipe and the significance. And so when I put the pipe together, it basically creates a channel straight to Great Spirit. And so everything you think, everything you say, everything that intentions and prayers, whatever that you're creating, they go straight to Great Spirit. No waiting, zoom, straight there. And so when I put the pipe together, until I take it apart, is like one giant prayer. So think your highest, bestest thoughts, dream your highest, bestest dreams, say your highest, bestest prayers. There is nothing too big or too small to pray for. If it's a desire in your heart, then you deserve it. Not only that, if it's a desire within you, that is proof that it exists, because you couldn't have the desire for something. You know, the universe is a complete system, a closed system. So to have a space for something like that desire, that longing is a space for something. It's an opening ready to receive something. And in a closed system, you can't have a space for something unless that something exists to fill that space, if that makes sense. So whatever you desire, big or small, is actually, that desire itself is a gift of the universe, a gift from Creator to let you know what, that's like your compass point, to know which directions to go. We're meant to go toward our joy, toward our bliss. That's what Joseph Campbell meant when he talked about following your bliss. You know, it's that fire within us, that flame of passion to be or to do certain things beyond reason, beyond, you know, the expectations or opinions of the world. And so it is your birthright to have your desires, your passions fulfilled. So, and this is a safe and sacred space for you to speak those, to hold those in your mind, hold those in your heart. You know, it's also a time for, like they talk about when you go to the movie, that suspension of disbelief. Right now, you are on holy ground. You are in, I know I created this sacred space here in my little office, but it also envelops you. If you are watching this, that sacred space envelops you as well. So in this space, you are whole, you are loved, you are supported, and there is space here for your deepest, highest dreams. You are safe to let down your guards, to let down. That's why we create the space, so that the spirits can watch over us, can hold, surround us with this higher frequency light that prevents anything of a lesser frequency from getting in. So we can let down our guard, let down our walls, so we can open our heart to receive those things that we're desiring. I was at the river yesterday. This kind of, I guess it's an affirmation came into my head. It was like, I can drop the walls around me because my boundaries are strong enough to keep me safe. I'll say that again. I can drop the walls around me because my boundaries are strong enough to keep me safe. You know, we tend in our world of duality of all or nothing, yes or no, black or white, we tend to think, I need protection, boom, I need a wall. And so we spend our life, we spend our younger years creating walls, building walls around us to protect us. And then, especially if you're on a spiritual path, we spend our entire adult life trying to dismantle those walls. But like we think protection, armor, wall. But walls are, how do I put it? Walls are hard, they're stiff, they're rigid, and walls break. Boundaries are fluid, porous, they breathe, they change and they shift, but they still hold space for you, they still protect you, they keep you safe. You might have boundaries. Someone with walls, say, would never go and do certain things or go to a certain specific area because it's dangerous, because they're not safe. Someone with boundaries, one day they might not feel, they might feel too vulnerable or open to go to, say, a mall or something. And other days, when they're feeling their strength and their power, those boundaries can come in a little bit, so that they, or if it's appropriate, go out a little bit, so that they feel more protected and safe within their own skin, because nothing outside of them, just like that web of high frequency around us right now, if you're vibing high and you have those high you're in your power, nothing of a lower frequency can harm you. Nothing can get in. And so boundaries reflect who we are. They're flexible. It's like the armor of an armadillo, right? It protects them. It keeps them safe. It's this hardness of this shell, but the shell is made out of hair. It's a higher density hair, so it's like a higher frequency hair, right? Just like the higher frequency of light around us right now. And it's that higher frequency that protects anything from getting through to the softer underbelly and body of the armadillo. And that shell, it's not like he's wearing armor that's stiff and hard and impenetrable. That shell that he wears is flexible, so they can move in it. It's porous, it breathes, and it's that hardness of the boundary that allows the soft underbelly to thrive. And because of that hardness, the boundary, that allows the armadillo courage to venture into unknown territory, to venture out of his comfort zone, because he knows all he has to do is roll up in a ball and he'll be safe. So drop the walls. Walls divide us. They separate you from the world, from the universe. Boundaries define your space, but they still connect you to the world, to the universe. So I don't know where that all came from. I don't know why Armadillo decided to come through, but that's what my guides wanted me to talk about tonight, apparently. So anyway, so we're going to do the sacred pipe ceremony now. And if you haven't been here, if you've not been to a pipe ceremony before, what it's going to look like is I'm going to light some sage and some sweetgrass. Oh my God, I love I love, love, love sweetgrass. And I'm gonna smudge everything on my little altar. If you were here right away, you saw how late I was, and I had to set up my altar while I was talking. But so I'm gonna smudge everything here, including the pipe, clear the energy. The sage neutralizes energy. It binds anything of a lower frequency, and so it clears the space. And sweetgrass is said to be the love of Mother Earth, and so the sweetgrass fills that space. Once the sage has cleared the space, the sweetgrass fills that space with the love of Mother Earth. So I'm going to sage everything, smudge everything, and then I'm going to say a prayer to ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. And then I am going to put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. Just tobacco, nothing else. And you will hear the prayers I say. I'm going to offer them to like the 4 directions and different things. You'll hear all of those prayers as I bless the tobacco. I thank the tobacco for being present and for carrying our prayers to Great Spirit. And then White Buffalo Cap Woman, the one who brought the pipe to the Lakota people, is actually one of my main spirit guides. And she gave, when I first started doing this on Facebook, these live videos, she gave me a song to sing before every pipe ceremony that I facilitate. So I will sing that song then. Then I will light the pipe, and I will blow breath blessings into the 4 directions, to Father Sky, Mother Earth, to all my relations, and then Great Spirit. And then I will hold the pipe with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart for silent prayer for a moment or two. Then I will come back, relight the pipe. And the first thing I do to take a great big puff, and I'm going to blow that puff of smoke straight at my camera. And that is a blessing coming from my heart, through my breath, through the smoke of the tobacco, straight through my camera, through the magic of the holographic universe and the internet, arriving through whatever device you're watching this on, to your heart. And then I'm going to go on to smoke more, send more smoke blessings for my own intentions and others. I saw that someone had an intention written in the comments. And then I might sit sometimes quietly in meditation, then do more smoke blessings. And then once that the energy feels complete, I will offer another prayer. There'll be a song, and I will take the pipe apart, and that will be the end of our ceremony, the official end of the ceremony part. And then I tend to go on and ramble a little bit longer. But again, thank you so much for your presence here. It really means a lot to me, and it really makes a difference. Even if you are watching this like a year from now, your energy is present here and affects this circle, affects the energy of the circle, and touches everybody present. So thank you so very much. Yeah, so let's do this. Let me light. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away the pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Oh. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. I ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All my guides and guardians, watch over me as I smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shawnadisi, Magikiwis, and Wabus, there is always room for you in our pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors. May all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to the wisdom of eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Yo Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Grandmother, Grandfather Eagle, we send a voice. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for holding us in your love, your support, your light, guiding us through the darkness, through confusion and pain, to who we have always been, to that divine light within us. Guide us, enliven that light with the quickening of spring. Let our light shine forth ever more brilliantly. And bless the Ukrainian people, their courage, their gumption, and the rest of the world united for peace, for love, human rights and respect, for a bigger, better world where we are all one. Aho. Ihi-la-ihi-o, 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 Wow. It's really interesting, like, I find when I'm doing this ceremony, you know how you adjust to new normals, and it's like when I'm in doing the ceremony, I'm in that space. I am connected to spirit. Hopefully you felt that as well. That's kind of the purpose of holding the space, so that you can connect. And it doesn't, I don't realize how powerful the ceremony is until I'm done with it. Till like coming back to three-dimensional reality. And then it's like I'm just buzzing. I'm like, holy crap, that was strong. And I do notice, and I thank you for your presence, because it is so much more powerful when we gather together. When our energies resonate with each other and connect to spirit, we move mountains, you know, and not necessarily in the physical sense. Just like nature, everything is a process, everything unfolds in its own timing. But by doing this, by aligning to our own divine light within our hearts, we connect to all humanity, and we ripple out that feeling of love, of togetherness, of oneness, of unity, and that ripples out to the hearts of all human beings, all living things. And suddenly, someone who may live on the other side of the world opens up just a little bit because we sent that ripple through that web. You know, it's like I always visualize, if you've seen the movie Avatar, when they're all sitting at the tree, their spirit tree, and they like actually they're like sitting in lines at like, and then they touch the shoulders of those in front of them, and it is literally a web, and that light flows through them, connecting them to Iwa, their spirit, their mother of their planet, their spirit mother. That's what we do. We reach out and we touch all of humanity, and we bring that light and love, and we make that accessible to everyone on the planet. So you might not see drastic changes in front of you. I mean, you're not going to see a physical mountain move out of the way. But you make the space within the collective for those ideas, for that inspiration to enter, and for someone to all of a sudden have this great idea, someone with the skills or the knowledge to do certain things, to present that to the world and bring a peace, a betterment, like a raising of the general frequency of humanity to the world. And that is what is happening in the world as the old ways fall apart. You know, even the things going on in Ukraine. When I first, I'm originally from Minnesota, and I first, in Minnesota, I started reading about Ramtha. I don't know, those of you in Washington and Seattle and stuff may have heard of Ramtha. He's a channeled being through a woman down in, that's really strange. I can't even think of the name of the town now. Ha! That's so funny, because it's not important right now. And I moved out here in part to be close to I came out for an event with the Ramtha thing, and why was I going into that? Still a little spacey. Gonna need to ground after this. But why was I talking about that? I don't remember. Yom. Thank you, Valerie. And it's controversial. Little interruption in the wavelength here. Okay, Ramtha, thank you for your... like, I am authentic. But I don't really pay attention to that anymore. Why was I going into that? I really honestly don't remember. I apologize. I was going somewhere with it. But that's how I came out here and then found a whole nother freedom of my own spirituality and connecting, and I really don't know where I was going with that. So, yeah. So, forgive me for, I guess it wasn't important. I'll probably think of it after we are done. But I was talking about being connected and sending those ripples out to the world. And, you know, when I did go there, when I went to Ramtha to some of the events there, like it was back in the late 80s, early 90s, and, you know, it was kind of cutting edge spirituality. It was not, nowadays everybody, not everybody, but there's a wider, that's what I was going, that's where I was going, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was, I came out and I stayed with some people who had been going to Ramtha since the very beginning. And there were these exercises he would have people do. And like these friends would say, like when they first came, like they had no clue and they were stumbling through these things. It was really difficult. And then like when I came through with the wave of people that I came through with, it was like second nature, like we took to it right away. And as we continue to be the trailblazers, you know, those of us who have been doing this for so many years, we're the trailblazers, and we make it easier for those who come after us to latch on, you know, like even like they talk about the indigo children and the crystal children being born now. And it's because of the work of the people before us and us doing our work, raising the frequency that allowed a higher frequency of children to be born, to then take that and run with it to prepare the way for others. And a few years ago, I don't remember where I heard this, but someone asked the Dalai Lama if he thought the world was getting better or it was falling apart. And he was like, it's definitely getting better. Even with all the pockets of violence and war, there are more people waking up right now than ever before on the planet. There is more awareness of human rights, acceptance, supporting people in crisis rather than punishing them. And this was the other point I think I was getting to with Ramtha. He wrote a book. He dictated a book because he's a spirit, but it was The Last Waltz of the Tyrants. And I never actually read it because at the time I was freaking out. There were a lot of conspiracy theories going through it with the Illuminati and the Freemasons and all these other kind of things going on, which freaked me out at the time. But that phrase, the last waltz of the tyrants, has kind of stuck with me. And that is what's going on right now. If you can see the world from the bigger perspective of where we came from and how we progressed through the years to this place where there's this unprovoked violence attack on people, and the world is gathered together to I don't want to say against them, because what we have to make sure we're going toward something rather than away from something. But we're moving toward acceptance, toward love, toward freedom, toward rights. And it's the last waltz of the tyrants. It seems so surreal and out of place in this century. And that's what it is. It's the last gasp of people that want to try to use the power over, who see themselves as separate rather than connected. And so it's the people living out of fear rather than love. So in these days, don't feel what you feel above all else. Feel what you feel, whether it's, love or hate or fear or hope or whatever, but always come back to that place of seeing the divine in each person. That namaste, the divine in me sees the divine in you. And by supporting, like supporting the people of Ukraine, for instance, the people who are literally fighting for their lives, and not falling into the fear place. There's so much fear going on right now because people see good and evil as two opposing forces. They're not. Love is the only power in the universe. Fear is an absence of love. It's not two forces conflicting. Fear, violence, power over is an absence of that love, which in itself is an illusion because love is everything. Love is everywhere. It's who we are. And so those who are still living in fear, it's an ignorance, an inability to see the love and the connection of what's around them. And it will not stand. The world has reached this point of understanding. There are still things to work out. The old systems are still falling apart. And it's like the snake shedding its skin. Like the old ways no longer work, but the new skin hasn't completely, I was going to say congealed. I don't know if that's the word I want. But so we're still tender. We're still vulnerable. We still need to take care of ourselves and take care of our neighbors. But again, it's like in the 80s when kind of the resurgence of the Earth movement, of Earth Day and all of that. Think globally, act locally. Send love, money if you can, to support the cause, to help support the Ukrainian people. And bring this love, this divine love within you, and share it with those around you in your immediate area. Act locally. Smile at the person walking past you on the street. Tip the waiter or waitress an extra little bit of money. Pay for the person behind you in line. Those random acts of kindness is the physical manifestation of that love that we feel when we're in ceremony, spreading out, rippling out through humanity. And we maintain that and sustain that through how we act to each other locally. And never, ever underestimate the power of that love. Never underestimate the power of being the presence of love in any situation. Something my guides told me a couple of weeks ago was always look for the divine presence, because every moment is sacred. There is as much divine presence in any given moment than there is in any other given moment. And if you're having a hard time finding the divine presence in a situation, in any moment that you find yourself in, you are it. You are the divine presence. And I can't tell you how many times a situation I was in totally shifted, totally changed, simply because I took a breath, I aligned with spirit, and I surrendered into that love, and everything changes. Everything changes. Be the eye of the storm. Don't get caught into the storm trying to tame the storm or make sure that, trying to rearrange things back the way they were. Be the eye of the storm. Be the calm. Be that opening that allows others to breathe and to open to their possibilities, to their inspiration. So that is what Thank you. My guides have to tell me, speak through me. And I knew if I just surrendered that whole point when I was stumbling, I knew it would come back. So again, breathing, aligning, and allowing. So be the light you want to see in the world. Thank you again for watching this. Thank you. Your presence means the world to me. I so love and appreciate every one of you. You really make a difference. And please share this video if there are others who might enjoy this or get something out of it, find a little bit of inspiration, or just the opportunity to be quiet in safe and sacred space held by others. Please share this video. Invite others. This is a weekly, every Wednesday night we gather here. And I will share this to my Facebook page, and I will also upload it to my YouTube channel, Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel, so you can watch this again. And it's just as the energy, the vitality of the energy is just as fresh and alive as it is if you were watching this the first time. So it's there for you. It's a resource. It's a tool. Please use it. And know that I am here to support you on your journeys as your friendly neighborhood shaman. I have the tools and the trainings to support you, from doing card readings, this lovely deck with the animal totems, find out what animal guides are working with you, what you need to know in the moment, to soul retrieval and other shamanic healing, retrieving parts of you that have scattered or disconnected, bringing them back to you so that you can be whole. That is what is important now, is to create, to empower people into the wholeness. The more whole, passionate people we have walking around the planet, the better off everybody is. That's my job. So thank you for supporting me in that. Check out my website, perchingwolfstudios.net. You can actually book a session with me through that. You can see what other services I offer, what might resonate with you. But I'm always here holding you in love and light, doing whatever I can to help you find your way home. Not that I'm necessarily, it's like we're all walking, like Ram Dass says, we're all walking each other home. So, oofda. Thank you again for watching, for joining the circle. I love you. Thank you so much. So it comes time to end our circle. And so just as we called in the spirits to hold space for us, we want to release them, thank them. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us with your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Oh. All right, my friends. Thank you. Take the light and the love that you experience here and take it into the world, knowing that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Come back next week. Bring your friends. Share this video. Go shining. All right? All right. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon.